Greetings, Argos. Thank you for joining the Office of Career Development and Community Engagement for this discussion on graduate school decision making. In this video, we are going to discuss some things that you may want to consider that can help you to determine if graduate school is right for you at this time, as well as some strategies that can help you to identify the right graduate program for you, and then some tips that you may want to consider to help guide you through the graduate school application process. So this may seem like a silly question, but why are you considering graduate school? Surprisingly, there are right and wrong answers to this question. Valid reasons would include things like you're pursuing a career that would require an advanced degree, like becoming a lawyer or a doctor or professor, or really any other field that may require a higher degree. Or maybe perhaps you're incredibly passionate or interested in a specific field of study and you want to learn as much and gain as much knowledge as possible. You may be changing career fields, and again, that may require an advanced degree or just acquiring a new skill set. You may also want to enhance your existing skill set, and again, by going for an advanced degree, that can help do that. So those are all good reasons to consider going to graduate school. However, if you're considering grad school because you're trying to delay entry into the real world, or maybe you do not know what your career goals are or what you want to do career-wise, or maybe you want to stay in school longer to avoid a poor job market, those are all things that really aren't the best reason for pursuing an advanced degree. So if you do fall in that latter category, be sure to contact the Office of Career Development and Community Engagement, or CDCE, to schedule a meeting with a career coach for some additional guidance. So the big bottom line is grad school is a huge commitment. So if your head is not in the right place, you're not going to do well or as well as you could otherwise. Graduate school is going to be more challenging for you to succeed, and it may be a huge struggle for you to actually complete that advanced degree. So you want to make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. If you're thinking about making some money and getting some real world experience first, then you may want to work first, rather than investing time into graduate studies that maybe you're not really invested in mentally. The grad school or program that you are interested in may also prefer some experience. So again, that's another reason to perhaps pursue experience and work first. However, if you're absolutely sure that the career that you want to pursue would require an advanced degree or a graduate degree, then like becoming a doctor or a lawyer, or if you're concerned that if you don't go back to college now, you will never do it, or perhaps again you're concerned that your study habits or mental abilities are at their peak, then again those are other reasons to justify returning to school or pursuing graduate school at this time. Once you determine that grad school is the right choice for you at this time, make sure you do research to find out what program or programs will be best. And again, you may have already thought about this, but you want to make sure that you're going to the right program for the right reason, because you want to be supported and you want to make sure, again, it aligns with your interests. So speak to your current faculty and mentors. Learn about the programs that are in your field that you're interested in pursuing. Attend conferences and conduct your own research. Yes, Google may actually have the answer for you, or maybe it'll help you. And you can even attend events and career fairs or graduate fairs to learn more about different programs and different focuses within these programs. All these things can help you to make a more informed decision about potential graduate schools and make sure that you have a program that is the right fit for you. And remember that not all programs are created equal. So again, going back to finding the right program for you, these are some things that you may want to consider when you're exploring these things, or some questions to ask yourself. So for starters, where are the schools located that you're interested in? Maybe you have obligations keeping you in a certain region and you can't move. And there may be opportunities for enrollment remotely, but that may not be the best fit for you, or maybe it is, or it may not be an option. So again, you may be able to do this remotely, but you want to make sure that A, it's in a location that you're going to be able to go to. Also, think about the financial side of things. So again, relocation if you have to move. But also, how much is this program going to cost you out of pocket for tuition? Will you have to pay with it or for it with loans, or have you saved up enough money to pay for it out of pocket if you want to avoid loans? And again, don't let the prospect of potentially taking on loans or having to pay a little bit more money for graduate school scare you from a program, bear in mind that a lot of programs have assistantships or scholarships available to help offset the cost or perhaps even fully cover the cost of enrolling in their programs. You also want to ask about the faculty. Or learn about the faculty. Who are the faculty in the program and what are their interests or research areas? Do they match what your interests are? Does the curriculum match your research or specialty areas? And will it help you to achieve your career goals? What percentage of the program's graduates find work in the field immediately upon graduation? And how soon after graduation do they find work or find enrollment, or not enrollment, employment? Uh, do you meet the program's admissions requirements? Another really important thing to consider. What are the average test scores or GPAs that admitted students typically have? And what percentage of those applicants are admitted into a given program in a year? And that information, based on that information, what does that tell you about your likelihood of being admitted into their program? And of course, how's campus life? How are the department's facilities and resources? How's housing if you need to live on campus? All these things are also very important to consider. And once you identify the programs that you are interested in applying for, don't wait until the last minute to begin the application. The process can be pretty time consuming and intensive, and you want to make sure you give yourself plenty of time. So if there's like a February 10th deadline, don't wait until February. Start immediately. And keep yourself organized. Be sure to pay attention to deadlines. And if you're applying for multiple programs, keep different requirements and stages in the application process straight. And of course, seek assistance if you need it. Typically, when you're applying for grad programs, these are some things that most programs look for. They're going to require some form of exam score. They're going to require official transcripts, a resume or CV. They're going to require a personal statement. And they are also going to require letters of recommendation. So don't wait to identify these. These are going to be typically your professors or advisors or even a professional connection. And no, mom and dad or a cousin or your best friend from college are not acceptable references. They need to be professional or academic. And of course, most degree programs, graduate programs, are going to require an application fee. So make sure that you have the right exam for the program. Different grad programs specify different requirements, so each program is going to be unique. So make sure that you have identified the correct examination to take to be admitted into the program. And again, do the research to identify what the average scores are for admission so that you know what to shoot for that will give you the best chance of being admitted into the program. If a resume or CV is required, be sure that it is accurate and error-free. And like you would for any job that you apply for, you want to make sure that it's targeted or relevant to that specific program. So make sure you update it based on the specific details of what they're looking for in candidates. And make sure it's listed out in a professional format. And of course, contact our office, CDCE, if you need any additional guidance or have any questions about your resume. Last but not least, be sure to ask yourself, is graduate school right for me? Consider those questions that we talked about at the beginning of this presentation. Also, think about the strategies we discussed that will help you to identify the best programs for you. And of course, don't wait. Plan ahead for your applications. Have everything aligned. Have your references aligned. Have all these important things together so that you're ready to submit the application. And again, don't hesitate to reach out to someone from our office, from your current department, or someone else if you need assistance or any form of guidance. Before we part ways, I wanted to share a few on-demand resources that CDC has available to you 24 hours a day for free. So be sure to visit uwf.edu/career to learn more. And don't be a stranger. We're located in Building 19 on campus, which is right next to the Commons. You can drop in, you can schedule an appointment, and we're here to help you virtually or in person with any career or job-related question or need that you may have. Thank you and have a great day.